Good morning, students. How are you? Fine, no? Okay. So, please open your history book. Remember, we have completed the history. History syllabus is completed now. We have to begin the civics. Now, civics, we have started the study of civics in class 5, the lesson, the Constitution of India, the formation of the Constitution of India. We have defined Constitution in class 5. So, what is Constitution? Okay, what is Constitution? A constitution is a book of rules and regulations according to which a country is governed. That is what the definition says. So, constitution is a set of rules and regulations which is set and written down in the book. It is a set of rules and regulations in a book form according to which country is governed. So it is the supreme law of the land of all the citizens of the country to have respect, country have to respect, abide by the constitution. Respect and abide. That is our fundamental duties, Among the fundamental duties, this is one of them. The most important one is to respect the constitutional ideas, the rules that given by the constitution, and also abide by that. Abide means to follow the rules and regulations and live according to that. That is what the constitution is. So, the constitution explains the power. Indian constitution explains the powers, the function, rights and duties. So powers and functions of the government and rights and duties of the people. Power, at which power? The constitution, the power gives the power to set rules and regulations. So to set things right according to the guidelines given by the constitution itself, and function, and to carry out, to execute. This is what the government has to do according to the constitution. Constitution also gives not only the power and function to the government, but rights and duties to the citizens of the country. So what is the right? What is the thing that every citizen is to have? As a citizen of India, we have that right. Right. RIGST. Right. This right gives you gives you the assurance to live your life, and that is the fundamental. But if it has given the rights, it has also given the duties to complete. So it is not only given right, but also has given the power, the duties to follow. What is the duties towards the nations? What is the duties of each citizen towards his or her nation? That is what it means. So, how it came to be? Remember, in history we have learned, since the coming up of the Aryans and the formation of the kings, Janapadas and Mahajanapadas, and the formations of the kings and the kingdoms, they have governed, whether the kings of the land or the kings outside invaders or foreign kings that ruled India according to their own rules and regulations. There was not a set of rules and regulations according to which a country has to be governed. That was not there at all. Now the power has come to the hands of the citizens of India, the people of India, and so constitution has to be there. So if it is so everybody's land is nobody's land, therefore. So there has to be one guidelines or the principles or the rules according to which the government as well as the citizen has to go about in their lives. It is not to what called bind them, capture them, curtail their freedom, but give them freely. Live freely with dignity. Live freely with dignity your good life. And by doing so, you are not supposed to harm, disturb the lives or interfere in the lives of the others. And so this is the set of rules and regulations. So the as the Britishers decided to leave India and give the power of ruling India into the hands of the people. So the leaders, every people will not be the government. So there are leaders. There has to be a leader. So these leaders were aware of the concern. This was a great concern. We have learnt in class 5. This was one of the most important concern that the Indian leaders had before the independence. So how to do? Nobody has set. So they have to sit. So India was freed by the British rule on 15th August 1947, as you know, and we celebrate the Independence Day. But then there was no rules and regulations to how to go about in our governance. So formation of government and governing the country. How we have to go about, we were not having. So there was a group, the group of thinkers, group of philosophers, group of politicians, group of religious leaders, the social leaders, social activists and all that, all were called. They made a constituent assembly. They made a group to how to go about in formation of the constitution. So first group was named as Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly. Assembly means gathering, constituent. So after gaining independence, there was an urgent need to have a constitution. So a constituent assembly was elected to frame a constitution. It was a body of people elected from different political parties. Political parties, number one, communities, number two, and regions of India. Different communities and regions of India. The Constituent Assembly had 308 members. In class 5, we have learned 299. There are some inclusions also. So 308 members were there in this big group of this assembly. They gathered, we have learned that they gathered in the central hall of the parliament. Parliament building had already been built and completed. So in the central hall of the parliament, they assembled, comprising of some most important and prominent Indians such as Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Acharya J.B. Kriplani, S.P. Mukherjee, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, C. Rajagopalachari, Sarojini Naidu, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit, The first meeting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946. Remember, 1947 India was freed completely. So on 1 year before, almost 1 year before, they gathered to frame the constitution. It gave the task of drafting the constitution to the drafting committee. So this constituent assembly made small group of people, all that is above, all the names that are on top and more. They framed one small committee, small group of people known as drafting committee. So constituent assembly, number one. Number two, drafting committee. Among themselves, they made drafting committee. Now, Constituent Assembly was headed by the President of India, President-elect of India. Till India became free, it was said the President-elect of India. That means who will be the President of India is. But then what happened was it was headed by different people, not the president, because that time then president had not been elected, and so different people were there heading Constituent Assembly. I'll tell you sooner in next video the names of the head of the Constituent Assembly. Now, drafting committee, another among the Constituent Assembly, there was a committee framed as drafting committee, headed by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the head of the drafting committee, not Constituent Assembly. He was heading the drafting committee. He was head and the president of the drafting committee. Now, the drafting committee was formed under the chairmanship of Bhimrao Ambedkar. Here it is. The members included N. Gopala Swami, the Iyengar, the Aladi Krishnan Swami Iyer, K.M. Munshi, Syed Muhammad Sadaullah and B.N. Rao. These were the committee members. The committee studied the constitution of various countries like USA, Britain, the former USSR, France. Former USSR means Russia, France and Ireland. These were the constitution. These were the constitution of these countries were taken, and then they studied what is good in them. So the features from this constitution which seemed relevant for India, underline, were borrowed and included in the Constitution of India, Indian Constitution. The draft was prepared and published in all the leading newspapers. First drafted, that means roughly they made, and those drafted constitution was published in the newspapers, important newspapers, so that people could read and understand and give their opinion. And so they gave in the newspaper of the country to collect public opinion. Many discussions were held and the sessions were attended by hundreds of people and press. Each draft of the constitution was discussed here means discussed nicely, for and against, in the assembly from 15th November 1948 to 17th of October 1949. So 48, 49. So 1 year from 14th November to, these are the dates of discussions, 1949 to 26th November 1949. The final discussions were held. These were the final discussion, last date. And so this is how the constitution came. Not simply, they have discussed, had their meeting upon meeting, discussion upon discussions, and then the gem of that, the essence of that, the discussion, is the Constitution of India that today we have. Thank you.